happened because the U.S. kind of changed the political or diplomatic strategy against the communism. So how it triggered the Korean War. So now U.S. cannot do everything on its own now. It's different times. But if U.S. decides not to rely so much on Taiwan or Korea in the future, like 10 years ago, 10 years, 20 years, how will the future politicians or in the U.S. or future generation see Korea, or how will they respond?
Those are big questions. The first one. Oh, aha.
From your mistakes, career or
Yeah, career. Well, I mean, yes, I made a lot of mistakes. That's the nature of the business. I can tell you one from, this was actually before I got into the business. I was a teenager and I was working at a supermarket, and I was the first girl ever allowed to be what was called a box girl, which meant I could go out and push carts in to the supermarket. First girl. This was 76, maybe something like that. And my sister was working at a restaurant, and my sister was making more money than I was, and I'm older. I'm older, and she said, "No, you do really well. Come to the restaurant," and I did, and I hated it. I hated it. I was quite happy getting exercise at the supermarket, as a kid, and I changed just for the money, and that was not a good idea. That was not a good idea. So that's one. In terms of my career, well, I learned when it comes to emerging markets in the 90s, and the first emerging market to really hit trouble in the 90s was Mexico in December of '94. And I was the analyst for all of the Mexican companies, so the telcos, the TV studios, and others. And I developed friendships with the people. This was the first time America had been able to invest in Mexico. So we got to know all of these executives, and we developed friendships. When the rumors were that Mexico was going to devalue, I called them and they said, "Oh, no. I know personally the president, I think it was Portillo at the time, I know him personally, he would never devalue." And so I relied on that. And that was wrong, and it really hurt us. It took us, I was at a company where I was at a company for 18 years, and it took us that year in '94 from outperforming the market to underperforming the market, and I was the reason, and I just felt so bad. I have a lot more stories.
몇 개 말씀을 드리면요, 제가 이제 커리어 시작하기 전에는 10대 때 슈퍼에서 박스걸이라고 처음으로 여자아이한테 카트를 이렇게 미는 업무를 맡겼습니다. 그래서 되게 좋아하고 잘하고 있었는데 70년대에 제 동생이 레스토랑에서 일하면서 돈을 더 잘 벌어서 언니 잘할 거다 와라 라고 해서 그쪽으로 순전히 돈 때문에 옮겼었거든요. 그런데 가서 보니 제가 후회를 했습니다. 슈퍼에서 이렇게 몸을 움직이고 하는 업무가 더 맞았다. 돈만 보고 가는 게 아니었다. 이러한 이제 교훈을 얻었고요. 커리어적으로 보면은 이머징 시장 중에 처음으로 이제 문제가 생겼던 나라가 멕시코입니다. 94년 12월인데요. 제가 당시에 애널리스트로 멕시코 기업들을 분석을 하고 있었고, 뭐 방송국이나 텔코다 분석을 하고 있었고, 멕시코에 그래서 뭐 임원들이나 그런 지인들도 많이 생겼습니다. 처음으로 멕시코에 미국인이 투자를 할 수 있었거든요. 그런데 그때 이제 멕시코에 금융위기가 올 거다, 디밸류 될 거다라는 루머가 있어서 그 지인들에게 물어보니까 대통령을 개인적으로 아는데 절대 그럴 리 없다라고 저는 믿었거든요. 그런데 결국 그게 틀렸고 엄청난 큰 소식을 가져왔고, 제가 18년 동안 회사에서 일했는데 그 시점에 그 당시에 계속 아웃퍼포밍 하다가 처음으로 언더퍼폼을 한 게 저 때문에 이렇게 일이 생겼습니다. 그래서 이런 실수는 사실 굉장히 많았습니다.
Yeah, so I guess the lesson there, and I learned it, was don't get too close to the management teams. I mean, many people think that we speak and that I speak to Elon Musk all the time. That's just not true. So trying to maintain objectivity, of course, we know one another, and when there's something very important to discuss, I will, or the team will, but maintaining a certain kind of professional distance is very important.
그래서 그 건으로 제가 얻었던 교훈은 그 회사의 경영진하고 너무 가깝게 지내면 안 된다는 것이죠. 제가 일론 머스크 얘기를 많이 하고 하니까 항상 얘기하고 친하게 지낼 거라고 생각을 하시는데 저희는 당연히 저나 팀원들이나 필요하면 소통을 하고 이야기를 하지만 거리를 어느 정도 두고 객관성을 유지할 수 있도록 전문적인 거리를 둬라. 이게 아주 중요한 교훈이라고 생각합니다.
So the other question, this is not my area of expertise, to be honest, but one of the things that I think that President Trump is trying to do, he's trying to make, he wants to be known for really transforming the global economy into a growth engine, sort of a win-win-win for everyone. He will talk tough. Pay attention to, well, I can't say pay attention to what he does, not what he says, because some of what he's done with tariffs to me is a little confusing, but I do think he's using tariffs as a bargaining chip, and I think he wants to be known much in the way that Reagan was known. Peace through strength, a rapidly growing world. He wants to be associated with good times, and so I know there's the rattlesnakering, and I know many people are worried that he'll cut some kind of deal with China that will disadvantage Taiwan and Korea. I can't tell you I know what he's going to do. I hope he doesn't. We need each other. We just spent a lot of time talking about how Korea is solving a major problem in this AI revolution. Without Korea, the shortages would be so much worse. And he understands that. He's a businessman.
네, 그리고 이제 제 전문 분야는 아니지만 트럼프 대통령 얘기를 좀 해보자면 트럼프 대통령은 사실 전 세계 글로벌 경제를 성장 엔진으로 바꾸고 싶어하는 사람입니다. 그래서 모든 나라들이 다 윈윈할 수 있도록 하고자 하는 게 희망사항이고요. 항상 말은 세게 하는데 말보다는 행동하는 거를 좀 보셔야 될 것 같습니다. 사실 관세도 헷갈리는 부분이 저도 많이 있습니다만 어느 정도 협상 카드로 쓰려고 했던 것으로 보여지고요. 트럼프 대통령이 추구하는 바는 레이건 대통령처럼 되는 거, 기억이 되는 겁니다. 그러니까 힘을 통한 평화, 그리고 글로벌 경제 성장, 좋은 시절을 상징하는 그런 대통령으로 남고 싶어 합니다. 그래서 많은 분들이 뭐 중국과 트럼프 대통령이 딜을 해가지고 한국하고 대만 입지가 좁아지지 않을까라고 걱정을 하시는데 저도 그렇게 안 됐으면 좋겠고 저희에게도 한국이 반드시 필요합니다. 아까 말씀드렸듯이 이렇게 AI 혁명에서 한국이 문제를 해결하는 데 너무나 중요한 역할을 하고 있고 한국의 지원이라든가 도움 없이는 힘들기 때문에 저는 그렇게 될 거라고 생각하지 않습니다.
자, 정말 많은 분들의 질문이 쏟아